Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy Venomous Gaming here, and today I am bringing you a Rainbow Six Siege tips and tricks video. Now in the background you're going to be seeing a lot of different gameplays. Now this first one is Secure Area on Cafe, one of my all-time favourite maps just because I like to do a lot of peeking on this map. And if I sound a bit bummed up, that's because I am. And I'm using Jaeger, one of my favourite defensive operators. And the reason that Jaeger is one of my favourite defensive operators is because he's got really good guns, really good gadget, and he's got pretty good normal gadget thingies. So what you'll see me do here is I'm actually using his carbine. Now, use your gadget. What I see a lot of people doing is they're not using their gadget, or they're not using their gadget properly. Now, for an example, Jaeger. Jaeger is a roamer, but you place his ADSs, also known as active defense systems, which shoot different types of grenades as they're being thrown, but they can only shoot 3 per ADS. So the best place to put them is the objective, because that is usually where they'll throw grenades, concussion grenades, stun grenades, smoke grenades. Now I'm just peeking here, and it's really easy. I like that peek. Now the next one is get intel. Now what I mean by get intel is make sure that you have someone on the team that is going on cams, and yeah, basically letting you know where the enemies is. Now unfortunately in all of these gameplays I was solo queuing, so I didn't really have someone doing that. But yeah, get intel. If you know where the enemies are and they don't, you have a huge advantage. Whereas if you don't have the intel, but they don't, then it's a bit tied. But if they have intel that you don't, you're gonna die. You're gonna lose. But yeah, that's basically get intel. Also, another thing is you can use different gadgets to gain intel, like Twitch or Echo. So the next one is use your operator. And what I mean by use your operator is use the operator that you want to use. And what I actually mean by that as well is use the one that you're good with. If you get a operator and you're bad with him, he doesn't fit your play style, you don't like the recoil of the weapon and you've upgraded it fully, just use an operator that you're good with. For instance, for me, I've just bought Dokkaebi, and I'm maining her because I am so good with her. I love her. You'll see either in this match, this match on the attacking ground, I picked Dokkaebi and I actually get a really nice kill. And then defense is like Rook, for example. I like to use him. I like to use Bandit. I like to use Jaeger. I like to use a lot. I like a lot of different operators. Now the next one is have a strategy when you're using a match. Now what I mean by this is this only really goes for if you are playing with friends. Make sure that you, when I say have a strategy, either use two roamers and 3 anchors, or 2 anchors and 3 roamers. And what each of those are is an anchor is someone that stays at the objective, defending it, gaining a little bit of intel until the roamers die, which is when they will usually push the objective, when the anchors will get the last kill, and they usually get the 5 clutch aces. Now a roamer is someone that runs around, kills the people that the anchor gets intel from. So yeah, use the character you want to use. It's very hard sometimes because loads of people practice, which is the next one. Practice. If you go in and it's your first game ever and you expect to do the best, you're in for a really, really big treat because it's not that easy. Um, this game takes a long, 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 long time to get good at. I've only had it for maybe a few months, and I'm still pretty bad at the game. I only know these tips and a few others that aren't actually in this video, because I did. I would be better than most people that haven't played shooters because, yeah, just practice. You'll get better. Um, you know, it'll get you used to the guns. It'll get you used to how the game works. A good way to do this is to play Terrace Hunt. Now, get accurate. Now, this plays into practice as well. If you get accurate with the guns, you will dominate most people in the lobby. Now, on PC, this is extremely easy. I only know that because of Fortnite, which is a completely different game. It's just easier to aim in general. Whereas on console, it's a lot harder to aim accurately and to control recoil. But if you try to control the recoil when you very first get the game, you will learn how to control the recoil in this game pretty quickly and pretty efficiently. Now, it's very, very, a lot of guns have good recoil, a lot of guns have bad recoil. I'd say it's quite 50-50. But yeah, just get better at aiming, but that will play in with practice. Terrorist Hunt and the tutorials are a really, really good way to get better accuracy with your guns. Now, the next one is know your operators, and what I mean by this is know whether you're a 1-speed 3 armor, which means that you should be playing as an anchor, or whether you're a 1-speed 3-speed 1 armor operator, which you should really be playing as a roamer, really, you know, like, because, and not only that, you need to know their ability properly. If you use the ability in the wrong place at the wrong time, then you can die because of it, and a lot of people will actually kind of like not mess you up for it, but shout at you for it if they have mics. So yeah, for instance, Fuse on Presidential Plane Hostage isn't very good in many situations. Now, that's it for that tip. Now, the next one is be patient. Now, when I say be patient, I don't mean looking at a door for like 2 seconds and then running in. Have a good, long, hard look at that window or a door. You saw as I was playing with Dokkaebi there that I smashed the window, and I was just peeking through it for maybe 10, 15, 20 seconds, and then I got the kill. That was because I was being patient. Now, not only that, you need to be patient in other ways, like, I don't know, not sprinting all the time, you know, walk about, crouch walk. So yeah, just be patient, because if you're patient, especially as an anchor, then a lot of kills and a lot of good people are going to be liking you, and you'll get better at the game pretty slowly if you're patient as well. Now, the next tip, which it's not really a tip, but it is, I mean, these are my recommended operators for beginners. Now, my recommended operators are, drumroll please, Rook, Thermite, Jaeger, and Sledge. Thermite because he can get through reinforced walls, which is really, really good. Rook because he lays down armor for you to wear. What was it? Jaeger because his ADSs are really good and his gun's accurate. Sledge because he's simple but effective. Now, if you're going to get a DLC operator, then it's a bit harder. If you've got the season pass, try out who you want. But if you do not have the season pass, then I'd recommend Zofia and Mirror. Now, Zofia is relatively new. She's been out for maybe a week or two. No, about a week or maybe 2 now. And Zophia's a bit like Ash. She shoots impact grenades and concussion grenades, and she has really, really good weapons. Now, Mirror, the reason I recommend her is because her gun is really, 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 really effective. I also like a couple of strategies with Mirror. Now, if you want to see any strategy guides for them, just ask. Now we'll get into the live gameplay. Right, so I'm actually playing another game of Secure Area at Cafe. Now here, you see me pick the operator. I'm pretty sure that I pick Jaeger or Rook on this one. I think it's Rook that I pick, yeah. And I'm playing as an anchor in this game, in this match, because Rook is very effective for it, because obviously it's Rook. So, you know, I mean, Rook's pretty slow, but he's got some good armor. Now I'm using his MP5 with an ACOG, a grip, and a compensator, so I lay down his little armor plates right here. And on our team, it consists of a Echo, Castle, Smoke, Valkyrie, and a Rook at the minute. Now his secondary, I'm actually using the P99, which is a semi-automatic pistol that is actually a lot better than the revolver, because the revolver has the slowest fire rate in the world, whereas this you can shoot quite fast and it's quite accurate. So yeah, I also packed him up with 2 impacts so that I could you know, I usually do it so that I can make kill holes or on presidential plane. If I use him, I blow up the wall that faces the stairs with the room next to it. Now, getting to know the maps is also a big part of this game. I mean, if you don't know the maps very well, then you're not going to do very well in the game, but that will come with practice as well. Now, I'm peeking this just because I actually blow it up here. I can't remember doing that. But yeah, I blow it up and I'm just peeking there. And I'm like, I don't think people can blow up the wall behind me. I still don't really believe how what happened actually happened. But yeah, I'm just... Hibana burst that open. So I'm just peeking there looking for her. Just Hibana, no one else. Maybe one other person. But Hibana, I actually managed to find Blackbeard. I don't know how, I just did, and I wasn't very accurate here. I did potato aim, but yeah, I managed to get Blackbeard, which I was very surprised with. I tried to destroy Hibana's thing there, which I wasn't very successful doing, and then I got headshots. Now, I'm still peeking this bit because I'm still thinking that Hibana's probably going to come out and she's going to try and peek it and kill either me or my teammates. And I don't actually realize that that wall was able to be blown open. I didn't know that you could blow it open, so I just assumed that it was a grenade or something going on in the corridor. I didn't actually know he blew up the wall, and as you saw, I didn't really notice that it had, like, broke anyway. So, yeah.
Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Okay, now we're on attack, and I actually pick Dokkaebi. This is my second gameplay that I've actually showed with other people. I've been practicing with her for quite a bit. Probably since... Not since she came out, but probably since Tuesday. I've been messing about with her because she is absolutely on point. I think they did a really, really good job with her. She is my favorite operator in the whole game at the minute. I absolutely love how she plays Now, if you don't know what Dokkaebi does, she basically has something called a logic bomb, which is like a pulse camera, but you hack the enemy, like defender phones, and make them ring so that you can see them, like know where they are via sound, which is good for intel. And not only that, once you, if any of your team on the opposite side get like here, if a defender gets killed, then you can pick up their phones and hack the defender cameras, which can be so useful if you use it correctly, and if you actually you know, if you actually played the game properly, then you'll use the cameras. Now, she's also equipped with a marksman rifle, which is really like extremely good. I think it's close to the point of being OP. I don't think it is, but it's close to being OP. It's extremely accurate, its damage is high. I think it's just a better Twitch one. But the next primary is a shotgun. It's like a double barrel slug shotgun. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know anything about it. I just know from the memes and everything that it's a very, like, it's basically a sniper shotgun. Now, what I find really interesting is that they decided to pack her with two fully automatic secondaries, because I don't think they've done that before. They gave her the SMG-12 and the C-75, I think it was called, and they're both really good. I prefer the SMG-12 just because the fire rate and the accuracy is better. So I prefer that, and I also pack her with claymores instead of smokes because I don't find smokes useful, whereas claymores are a little bit useful if you get into the objective and you don't want someone coming through a certain doorway. You can just put a claymore there. So that's why I like to use Dokkaebi, and yeah, Dokkaebi is one of my favorite. I don't really know how I got in that stupid frost trap right there, but we won the round, so I didn't really care at this minute. And my leg kind of twitched out, and we actually won the game. I think I went something like 3-3 or close to that. I think like 3-3 or something like that. Let's see. I went 3-3. Yes. I also got quite a bit of renown, and I don't actually end up getting my alpha pack. So this is your boy Grim Reapers Gaming here. Peace.